and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. And a good Thursday evening to you. 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brett Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Parker out there with Michael Jordan. Then it's Mutombo. Then it's Drexler. And it's Stoudemire in at the 4. And for Washington, Booker out there with Davis. Then it's Durant. Then it's Ewing. And it's McHale in at the power forward position. And through this early portion, Greg, of the season, we've had our fair share of surprises.
Yeah, it's fun to see the preseason predictions go up in flames, right? Every year it feels like we have at least one team that overachieves and shocks us all.
Now, here's Drexler. Michael Jordan on the wing. 5 to shoot. Here's Parker. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And the shot clock was getting low there, but Parker did a fantastic job of getting off a good look at the basket, keeping calm even in a tense moment.
And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for the Chicago Bulls. This their first look at this year's Washington squad.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for the Bulls, Amare Stoudemire. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
And here is Jordan. After the three-pointer from KD. Over Booker. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And when we think about the excitement that Jordan brings to the game, but what about the offensive fundamentals? The man is a perfectionist. You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Washington shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one. And both free throws good for Davis. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. To the wing on the left, to the inside. Stoudemire. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
You almost have to come at Stoudemire this hard inside, but he still pushes past the contact.
McHale looking for an opening. And Davis with the basket on the assist by McHale. Davis has got 5 now.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Jordan. McHale with the rebound. Washington's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Booker against Jordan. A fader. Booker's shot is good.
I'll tell you, Booker just so slick in there.
Bulls trail by 3. Parker kicks to Jordan. Drexler right side. Parker outside. Shot clock at 6. Over Davis. Here's Mutombo. And it's Dikembe with the jam.
I mean, the one guy you have to box out. Dikembe so active on the glass.
Davis, the pass to Durant. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Drexler. Parker outside. And Drexler has it in the corner. Outside, Jordan. Just 5 to shoot. Good work there as it goes. Jordan's got his second basket of the night.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Durant, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
On the top of the key, and that one's good. Parker.
And that is just Parker's shot. He always looks to rise up from that section of the floor.
Davis, the pass to Ewing. The dish to Booker. Parker against Davis. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Davis has got 7 points.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Now, here's Parker. And the shot is good.
Tony Parker.
Parker's got his third basket of the night right there.
Clever finish by Parker, a really smart point guard.
KD looking around. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Drexler.
Goes to Washington.
While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
There's 1:40 left to play here in the first.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Back to Parker. Pass to Drexler. And the dunk by Drexler.
Assisted by.
How about the explosive vertical there? Not much you can do to stop Drexler once he gets to the rim.
Outside, McHale. Six to shoot. Booker the pass to Davis. Good. A nice assist from Booker. He's got 9.
And the D has to respect Booker's passing ability. Fantastic at finding guys in their spots.
Stoudemire kicks to Parker. Drexler left side. Parker surveying the floor. Over Davis. Washington with the rebound. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And the difference in that one, the efficiency from range. They really focused on getting good looks.
It looked like the directive in that game was that they wanted to attack, and all that work that they put in on the perimeter turned into a big night from deep.
Jordan outside. Over Booker. And it's
That's the end.
nails the buzzer beater.
Your Washington team.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there. Team is pumped up.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
They couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And it's Davis with the ball for Washington. Trailing by 2. Kevin McHale out there with Ewing. Then there's Devin Booker. There's Davis. And it's KD in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
Team foul.
And you can see the respect that the defense has for Davis's jumper. They just got a little too aggressive on that contest.
And both free throws good for Davis. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screen. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense. Parker can't just dominate inside. He has to rely on gracefulness and agility.
McHale against Stoudemire, and that one's good. McHale.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Stoudemire outside. Here's Mutombo. Stoudemire trying to break free. Mutombo misses. Washington's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck, the breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. Now, here's Jordan. Devin Booker missing his last shot. And it's Dikembe with the jam.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, G.A. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Booker finds McHale. Now Ewing. And it's sent back by Mutombo.
And this is Mutombo's calling card, using that wide wingspan to just erase shots left and right.
Stolen by Ewing. KD against Stoudemire. Here's Durant. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Durant's got the game tied up here for Washington.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Outside, Drexler. McHale against Stoudemire. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Stoudemire's got 5.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to
Timeout is
absolute
charged to
perfection.
Washington.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
And your youth squad.
Bill Landers checked in for Patrick Ewing. Detlef Schrempf's checked in for the Bulls. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside, McHale. And the rejection by Stoudemire.
And I love the effort on defense from Stoudemire. More than capable of coming up with a big-time block on that play.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Now here's Davis. 8 points his last outing. The wide open look for Durant. And that one falls coming off of Davis's speed.
Yeah, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Jordan's shot is off. And KD's got the ball here for the Bullets. They trail by 1. Passes it to Davis. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Bulls have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far.
Extraordinary work from Parker to find his teammate for the open basket. His passing is just phenomenal.
To the middle. And it's sent back by Mutombo. Jordan finds Parker. And the jam by Stoudemire. And the action on hold as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
And this would be a terrible blow. Hopefully it's less serious than it looks.
Well, looking at his face right there, you can tell he's in a lot of pain, and there's a lot of trepidation right now on that team's sideline.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the first half of the game. And it's sent back by Mutombo. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Drummond's checked in for Chicago. Harper comes in for Parker.
Ron Harper.
And stolen by Jordan. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Here's Harper. Another one falls for Chicago.
And right now they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control. That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Out to the right wing. Harper against Davis. It's stolen by Davis. 1:05 left in the first half. Inside, Cycli. And that one falls coming off of Davis's speed. Cycli's got his first basket of the night.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Stoudemire outside. Outside Harper. 6 on the shot clock. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Davis. Here's KD. Durant finishing it off in transition.
Well, he made some kind of adjustment to his game after a poor first half. He's been impressive shooting the ball during the second.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Jordan looking around. And nothing is falling for him right now. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime. Well, for Washington, Kenny, give us your take.
Well, they were lighting it up from 3. That was the difference in the first half. They did a good job of running.
And that's a...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
It's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, if we were grading playmaking today, it's an A+ from him.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. They've got Michael Jordan. Drexler out there with Stoudemire. And it's Mutombo. And it's Parker in at the point guard.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Davis against Mutombo. Davis with the bucket. Davis has got the first bucket of the third here for Washington.
And he's a shoot-first kind of player. And when Davis is on, well, he keeps after it on offense.
A nice shot by Jordan.
Ties it up with that one. You know, he's such a smart scorer. He doesn't force anything, lets the opportunities come to him.
Davis, the pass to Booker. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 4 assists in the game.
And that's a deep make from Booker. From the jump, he's been a 20-point-per-game scorer in this league. So impressive.
And it's Drexler missing. Washington leading now by 3. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. For 3, Durant. And again, Washington with the triple.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a 4th? I'm not sure.
A chance here to get a quick injury report.
Hey, Kevin, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for Washington. Told me that it looks like he sprained that wrist. Thankfully, no signs of broken bones. He will not return to the game, and he may not be back on the court for a couple of games so he can heal up. Back to you, Kevin.
Good information, David. He's certainly been on our minds. Now, at least, Greg, we have a little more clarity.
Yeah, now they have the information they need to take the best course of action.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
Here's Stoudemire. Patrick Ewing picking up that last basket. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. Here's a look at what's coming up for Washington. On Friday, the Los Angeles Lakers will come into town. Then on Tuesday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Indiana, going up against the Pacers.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Here is Davis. Following the basket by Michael Jordan. For 3, Durant. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 6 assists now in the game.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Drexler inside. Guarded by KD.
Mid-range, plenty of room for that release. He's going to take those all day long.
Outside, McHale. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. For Washington, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Washington. And the Bulls making a change also. Robinson's checked in for Stoudemire. Now here's Parker. 10 points for him. Outside, Robinson. Well placed. LU pass into the layup.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. McHale outside. The pass to Ewing. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Dikembe Mutombo. Washington shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. First free throw is good. Washington making some changes. Barnett comes in for Booker, and it's Rivers in for Davis. Drummond's checked in for the Bulls. Victor Oladipo comes in for Tony Parker. That one is no good. Bulls trail by 5. Outside, Drexler over McHale. Here's Robinson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. This is his first free throw of the game. First one falls for him. Harper, he's checked in for the Bulls. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Bullets. Rivers kicks to Ewing. Pass to Shikely. Feeds to Ewing. Basket counts. Ewing's got 5 now.
How about the muscle inside from Ewing? Easily getting to wherever he wants to on that low block.
Here's Robinson. Good, and it's Jordan picking up the assist.
Great use of the bounce pass. Thumbs down on that one. Tough to defend against.
Pass to Shikely. Back to Rivers. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And Washington leads by 6. The Bulls have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Over to the left wing. Drummond passes to Robinson. That's tipped. Stolen by Ewing. Johnson dishes to Rivers. Back to Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Barnett. Kept alive. Goes back up. He takes it up and lays it in. And now it's an 8-point Washington lead.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Barnett against Oladipo. Back to Harper. Lets it go from the wing. Shikely pulls it in.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Here's Rivers. Count the basket. Rivers has got the lead up to 10 now for Washington.
Now you see the toughness and the competitiveness of Doc Rivers. Always looking for the most opportunistic play.
Outside Harper. Oladipo for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. And so it's Washington. Bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a cruising game inside, and it's working for them. Right back after this break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship?
right here. I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. They've got Ewing. McHale is out there with Durant. Then it's Barnett. And it's Rivers in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Now, here's Oladipo. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Kevin McHale.
This is where Oladipo goes in and has no fear of drawing some contact. Nice job of getting through the defense.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Washington.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
And there's another thing going on right now for them that has to get their confidence up, and that's the 3-ball. I mean, it's been falling for them, and they're locked in, and with that outside shot going, that's a big difference maker.
Devin Booker, he's checked in for Washington. Both good from the line that time.
The combination of shooting and speed Oladipo provides this team is invaluable. And his hunger to keep getting better, also impressive.
Durant, no good. Bulls trail by 5. Parker passes to Stoudemire. Here's Mutombo, rejected by McHale. Rivers scanning the floor. McHale inside, working on Stoudemire. And it's sent back by Mutombo. Outside, Drexler over to the wing. Mutombo passes to Stoudemire, and the layup's good off the glass. And that's now 9 points for Amari Stoudemire.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Parker with the steal. Outside, Drexler. Ring shot on the way. Perfect on the shot. Swishes it through.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both. But when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
Washington calls timeout. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. And Washington making a change here. Davis is checked in. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. Brian Keefe talked to his team during the break. Now, with the game in the balance, he had some encouraging words for his team. He said, this is what we wanted. We thought if we kept it close, we could pull it out. Now, let's go out there and do just that. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And here is Parker after Devin Booker getting his shot to go from deep. Here's Oladipo, and Ewing sends it back. Booker against Oladipo. Booker the pass to Davis. Back to Booker. Misses the 3.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Mutombo against Ewing. And Oladipo has it in the corner. 4 on the clock. And it's good. With time running down on the shot clock.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Davis, the pass to McHale. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got assist number 7 for him tonight. And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Here's Oladipo. Rebound, Washington. Ewing's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Durant going to work inside.
One of those nights that Kevin Durant is just massive for his team. For my money, this guy's the best scoring forward of all time.
Passes to Drexler. Back to Parker. Pocket 6. Here's Mutombo, and it's to Kembe with the jam.
Well, Victor's showing some nice signs of vision on that play. Not an easy cover in the pick and roll. It's a nice pass.
Here's Davis. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
Chicago calls timeout. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
The defense has to take the ball out of his hands. He's just knocking down every three-pointer he takes right now.
Present our New Balance player of the game, Baron Davis.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
Stolen by Ewing. Got a piece of it. Davis with it. He's picked up by Parker. Booker against Jordan. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
Bulls ball.
Bulls trail by 6. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, putting the team on his back as he often does. The tighter the game gets, to more Jordan wants the ball.
What's up?
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Davis with it. On the wing, Booker. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Now here is Davis. Following the miss by Michael Jordan. Davis dishes to McHale for 3. Booker, and again, Washington with the triple.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Stoudemire, the pass to Parker. And the layup falls.
Tony Parker.
You can count on Stoudemire finding the open man.
Washington leading now by 7. Outside, Davis. And the pass to KD. They get it back. And Chicago shooting 55% in the fourth. They are executing late. And there's the feed to Jordan. Good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Boy, I'll tell you, there's an art to doing this. What's amazing is how often Jordan hits the clutch shot.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
And, boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize and continue to be aggressive.
So they foul intentionally.
Clyde Drexler. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall. And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss? Now, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Third team foul.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
Baron Davis.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Chicago calls timeout. They're trailing by 7. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
Yeah, this is the classic too little, too late. The effort coming and not enough time for them to get back in it.
No good from Schrempf. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Bullets. They've led by as much as 10. So Washington takes the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this
I swear I'll be at peace if it weren't for you. Yeah, yeah, only want your love if it's solid.
But if it be then you, and that's the way I like it.
That's the way I like it.
And that's the way I like it.
Ain't cooking a smile for none of you.
That's the way I like it. That's the way I like it. I'm 30 for 30, I'm 30 for 30.